For decades, the world has asked, who is the truly right side in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict? We search for answers in history, in culture, and in religion. But this only leads to confusion. It complicates the issue completely. The simplest, most effective fundamental approach is to move beyond the past. It begins with accepting two non-negotiable rules: the existing reality and absolutely no violence. The ancient world was defined by one cruel law: the strong conquer the weak. Nations fought constantly for land. But after the trauma of two brutal world wars, humanity finally recognized the cruelty and the massive loss of life that conflict brings. A global consensus was forged. The mandate is clear: stop fighting for land. Accept the current post-war boundaries as they are. Put away the weapons. Form stable governments, develop economies, and focus on improving people's livelihoods. History is essential, but its role is limited to heritage study. It has absolutely nothing to do with the borders of current countries. You cannot use history as a reference to claim land. If you do, peace is destroyed forever. Look around the world. The Austro-Hungarian Empire, once a hegemonic power in Europe, now exists as the much smaller country of Austria. Turkey was once a huge empire spanning 3 continents, but it is a vastly smaller country today. Their people must accept the reality. When a country chooses to launch a war and is subsequently defeated, they must face consequences. The loss of land is justified punishment for launching the conflict. Germany, as the instigator of World War II, was defeated. It ultimately had to accept the cession of a large area of German East Prussia to Poland. This outcome was accepted. Similarly, Japan lost 4 islands to Russia due to its defeat in the war. They have to accept it. The only remaining way to reclaim lost territory is through negotiation. If disputes over land arise, the modern rule is firm: resolution must be achieved through dialogue or negotiations. And if negotiation fails, you do not resort to war. You shelf the issue and wait. You let time be the solution. This patience works. We see disputes between Turkey and Greece and India and Pakistan. Even over islands in the South China Sea, disagreements persist, but war has not been launched. In the Middle East, the Israel and Palestine coexistence is a non-negotiable post-World War II fact. No historical context is needed to verify its reasonableness. When Israel was established, the Arab world made a critical choice. They refused recognition and initiated wars against Israel. That choice was fundamentally wrong. After suffering defeat in 6 subsequent wars, they lost land. They have to accept those consequences. The path to stability is not found in revisiting ancient claims, but in enforcing the modern global contract. Respect the reality and adhere strictly to zero violence. If you found this discussion insightful, please hit the subscribe button below. Leave a comment below to exchange ideas on how nations can move past historical claims and focus on improving their people's livelihoods. And finally, recommend this video to friends who need to hear this perspective on ending conflict through respect for reality.